Live from the Ainsworth in downtown Phoenix, it's the PHNX Suns pregame show brought to you by the DraftKings Sportsbook app, America's #1 rated sportsbook app. When you sign up for it, use that code PHNX. You bet $5 on any NBA game, you're going to get, and they win, you're going to get $150 in free bets. I'm your host, Espo. Saul Bookman to my left, Lindsey Smith still under the weather, Gerald Bourguet in Dallas, so we're holding it down here in the pregame. Saul, how you feeling heading into Game 6 of Suns versus Mavs?
Ironically, I feel pretty good, even though we've gotten our butts kicked twice in Dallas, and it seems like no road team can win. But if the Miami Heat are showing us anything, it's that we are exactly like them, and if they can blow out the 76ers on the road, I think we can blow out the Mavericks on the road as well.
Well, and our center's face isn't broken, so that's a huge help as well.
Absolutely.
When you try to do that. And when you look at it as well, the Suns have closed out so many of their series on the road. Over the last 2 years, they've only won their series on the road. So, I'm not too afraid of having to try to do it again, but it's all about how do your stars step up? How do they play tonight? And I think that's going to be what this comes down to. Luka and CP3, Devin Booker, and even DeAndre Ayton to a certain extent.
You mentioned three of those guys, but it's really just one. It's how is CP3 going to play today? He's been average at best, even below average for 2 out of 3 games in the last 3 games, and he needs to step up. The Suns need him to step up. He's typically stepped up in elimination games. This is another opportunity for him to do that, and so hopefully that'll happen.
Yep, and he's struggled mightily. I mean, there's no doubt about that in the last 3 games. He has not been himself. We'll get into that a little bit during our keys to the game, but I want to start, where this series basically starts and ends. It's Luka versus the Suns. He spoke earlier today to the media at shoot-around, had some interesting things to say about the Phoenix Suns.
Did you see the clip of Booker after he was down and when he got the flagrant one where he looked at the fans and said that was the Luka special? What did you think of that?
Don't really care.
Do you have any reaction to finishing 5th in MVP voting?
No. I want to win the championship.
Clearly you're focused on that, but I do have to ask, after you were walking off the court, video caught you saying that everybody acts tough when they're up. Did you even notice you were being videoed at that point when you were leaving the gym?
No. Like I said, I don't care. There's always going to be stuff on there. But when you're up, everybody is just trying to talk. So a lot of guys that played there last time, the last couple of minutes, just after every shot, they looked at our bench. It was funny. I don't know. But that's it.
Let me just say this. Luka's full of crap. I mean, that's what it comes down to. He sits there and he acts like he doesn't care. He gives that cheesy grin, but that got at him. I mean, that's why he said what he said as he was walking out of the tunnel. The Suns got at him. They pissed him off, and he was just doing platitudes at the shoot-around. I mean, that's the way it looked to me.
I just think it's just normal post-game